Hey guys, Seleno here from PlayToEarn.net. In today's video, we'll be talking about a couple of games that are currently in beta or early access. The three games I'll be talking about today already have some gameplay footage out and have a lot of hype in their communities. There's also a good chance you already have an idea what they are because there is that much anticipation. So to get this list started, here are the top 3 PlayToEarn games that are currently in beta. First on our list is Illuvium. Illuvium is an open-world exploration game, an NFT creature collector game, and an auto battler game all combined into one, which is being built on the Ethereum blockchain. If you are confused about what the game is actually like, since I just mentioned it is 3 games rolled into one, the best I can describe it is if you combine a Pokemon game and teamfight tactics or Dota Underlords. The game is understood better if you divide it into those two aspects. First is the open world RPG. This is where you control your character and travel the overworld, where you can mine, harvest, capture, and fight Illuvials. Illuvials are beasts that roam the overworld. These are what you can think of as the Pokemon that you have to catch. There are over 100 Illuvials to find and collect through the world, some are more common while some being extremely rare. Illuvials also have affinities and classes. Affinities are their connection to the 5 elements of the world: water, fire, air, earth, and nature. More powerful ascended Illuvials form affinities with 2 elements, like frost, which is a mixture of water and air, or inferno, which is a stronger affinity to fire. The class of an Illuvial can be one of 5, which are fighter, guardian, rogue, scion, and empath. Similar to other RPGs, the class of your Illuvial determines how it performs in combat. Ascended Illuvials also sometimes embody 2 classes simultaneously. For example, a Slayer is a combination of a fighter and a rogue, while an Invoker is a stronger version of Scion class. Once you've captured some Illuvials, you can then participate in the second aspect of the game, which is the Auto Battler Arena. If you've played games like Teamfight Tactics, then you have an idea how this works. You place your units on the field, in this case the Illuvials you own, and when the round starts, they fight against the other team. This game genre is called an Auto Battler because the player has no control of the units once the round starts. Everything happens automatically. The main part you have to strategize is what units you team up with each other and how they're positioned on the board. If you recall, I mentioned Illuvials having affinities and classes earlier. These traits are also important to consider in this auto battler part because if your team has more synergies with each other, they will unlock bonuses in the fight. Having multiple Illuvials that are fire or multiple fighter classes, for example, will have bonus effects. Illuvium will be free to play up to a certain extent to help immerse the players in the world and get the hang of things. If you like it, you can opt for the paid experience to start collecting NFTs from higher tiered regions and gain more valuable NFTs as well. In terms of play to earn aspects, the main ways to earn is either by winning competitions and tournaments in the auto battler mode or completing PvE quests. By doing so, you can win ILV, the game's main token, and sell it on exchanges. Another way of earning is by capturing different Illuvials in the game and collecting resources to buy land, and then selling them on the Illuvidex, the in-game marketplace. Illuvium is currently having its first round of private beta testing as of this recording, which means only a few select people can play the game right now. The next game on our list is Big Time. Big Time is a multiplayer action RPG where you can team up with friends and adventure across time and space. You can fight through procedurally generated dungeons and have a chance to earn NFT loot. If you've played games like World of Warcraft and also games like Torchlight, that's a pretty good way to have an idea about how this game plays. You choose a character and a class, and equip some weapons and armor, and explore the world and fight dungeons with friends to defeat enemies and earn rewards. The game features third-person action gameplay with 4 different classes to choose from: Time Warrior, Chronomancer, Shadowblade, and Quantum Fixer. Each class has a different specialty and playstyle, similar to what you would expect from typical RPGs. The Time Warrior is the equivalent of a knight or a warrior which excels in melee combat. The Chronomancer acts as the mage class with AoE damage. The Shadowblade is their version of the assassin class with sneaky abilities, while the Quantum Fixer is the support role in the game. Big Time's timeline system allows you to level up the same character in multiple class paths and also to freely switch between them depending on the needs of your team. If your team needs more damage, some of you can swap to Chronomancer. But if you lack a front line, you can also swap to Time Warrior on the go. Aside from your class, there are also different weapon choices to consider depending on your playstyle. Weapons have 5 stats to consider, with each weapon having a different ratio of these stats. These are damage, speed, range, combo, and blocking. The Battle Axe has decent damage, speed, and blocking but low range, while the Dual Blades have high combo and speed but have almost zero blocking. Each player also gets a time machine that they can decorate with all the artifacts they get from their adventures. You can also invite your friends to hang out in your time machine and go exploring after. You can team up with up to 6 players to raid procedurally generated dungeons, with AI filling the spot if the team is lacking. Dungeons can reward you with NFT items that you can sell on the game's marketplace. And outside dungeons, you can interact with other players in social spaces and open world levels. For the play-to-earn aspects of the game, the main ways of earning is by getting NFT loot that you can find in dungeons while playing. You can sell these NFTs to other players if ever you are lucky to find a rare one, which can then be bought using Ethereum, Bitcoin, USDC, or even debit and credit cards. If you want to further boost your in-game earnings, you can also buy space, which is their version of land like in Decentraland or the Sandbox. Owning space allows players to produce in-game items that can be traded and sold to other players on the marketplace. A few examples are armors, weapons, and hourglasses, depending on what upgrades players add in their space. Big Time is currently in their early access phase, which has been made available recently to their Gold Pass owners, so they get a head start with the game. Owners of Silver, Ruby, and Jade Passes are next in line to get access to the game. If you are liking this list so far, you can always check out our website at PlayToEarn.net. We have different categories you can search from so you can actually find what you're looking for. Now let's get back to the video. And for the last game on our list, we have Galaxy Fight Club. Galaxy Fight Club is a cross-IP, play-to-earn PvP mobile game described by the devs as the Super Smash Bros. Of the NFT universe. This is not because of the gameplay, but because of the game's vast array of partnerships with different NFT collections and blockchain games, whose NFT owners will be able to use the avatar they own in the Galaxy Fight Club game. They also have their own collection of NFTs called the Galaxy Fighters. As for the gameplay, if you played games like Brawl Stars, then this shouldn't be too new to you. There are 4 game modes: 3v3, 1v1, Battle Royale, and Tournaments. The former 3 are free to play for anyone, but tournaments can only be played by Galaxy Fighter NFT owners. 3v3 is the main game mode where every win earns you keys, either silver, gold, or partner keys. The type of key you can get depends if you are playing for free, using a Galaxy Fighter NFT, or using a partnered collections NFT. 1v1 mode is a fight between 2 players, and the first to get 10 kills wins the match. Battle Royale is a free-for-all between 10 players in a shrinking arena where the last one standing wins. Tournament mode is only available for NFT owners, where teams of 3 can earn more than 2 ETH per week. Aside from Galaxy Fighter NFTs, the game also has weapon NFTs that increase the strength of your fighter in-game. Galaxy Fighter NFTs already have a weapon that comes with them, which can be either melee or ranged. These weapons can be swapped or forged into stronger weapons by burning weaker weapons and paying a certain fee. The play-to-earn aspect of the game revolves around the keys you win during fights and G-Coin, the game's token. These keys, combined with G-Coin, can be used to open loot boxes that contain items which can be sold on the secondary marketplace. They can also just sell the keys themselves if they don't want to risk opening a loot box or don't want to spend any G-Coin. Another way of earning is by forging weapons to make stronger ones and then selling them on the marketplace. Like I mentioned earlier, except for the tournaments, the game is free to play for anyone. Free-to-play users will be given a default base character which can win silver keys in 3v3 matches. They can either sell these silver keys for ETH or use them to open loot boxes for a chance to get even more valuable loot. If you want to earn more from the game, you can buy a Galaxy Fighter NFT, which allows you to win gold keys when you play the game. Galaxy Fighter NFTs also generate 5 to 15 G coins a day, depending on their rarity. And if you want to join the tournaments with huge prizes at stake, you will also need Galaxy Fighter NFTs. Galaxy Fight Club is currently in their open beta release, which was launched last April 20th. It is available on both the Google Play Store and Apple App Store. And that's a wrap for today's list of games. What do you think about the games on our list? Are you excited for their full releases? Let me know in the comments. And for more info on everything about blockchain games, check out our website at PlayToEarn.net, where we have the largest database of games that have all the info you need. That's it for today. See you next video.